Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Try. Sorry for taking a quick break there, but don't worry, we're back and ready for this next year. I hope you've all had a great start to 2023, and I'm thrilled to be bringing you more triathlon videos. This one's another top series video to kick us off, and it's the top 4 ones to watch in 2023. As always, let me know yours in the comments below. I think this next year of triathlon is going to be the most competitive we've ever seen, and lots of athletes will be looking to make their lasting mark in the sport. And don't worry, my picks aren't going to be Jan Frodeno, Javier Gomez, and Alistair Brownlee like usual. I'm going to go a different route. Sorry, Alistair. Alright, so starting us off at number 4, I've got Kyle Smith. Okay, so this is Jan Frodeno's training partner, but he will be looking to stop being introduced as Jan Frodeno's training partner in 2023 with a breakthrough year. Jan himself said that Kyle is the next big thing and predicted him to win the St. George World Champs. However, only recently did Kyle find out why his year didn't hold up to Jan's expectations. He found out he had a virus similar to COVID that really stopped him from being able to compete at the level he knew he was capable of. I can't wait to see this number 34 in the world climb the ladder in 2023. Alright, at number 3, I've got Colin Chartier. Colin was actually one of the first videos I ever made for the channel because I was so impressed with his performance at the US Open. This ski mountaineer moved some mountains in 2022 and will be looking to improve from his Kona result this year, where he finished 36th. He's an all-rounder, swim bike runner, and hopefully now he's got the experience, confidence, and sponsors behind him to make him stand out. Colin seems like he's going to be a top fan favorite as he got a lot of attention when he was on Lionel's vlogs, and we'd all love to see him do well at the World Champs in Nice, where I think the course really suits him. And speaking of a course really suiting somebody, we've got, at number 2, Leon Chevalier. Joe Skipper said that Leon has to be one of, if not the favorite for the Nice World Championship, and I totally agree. He's a weapon on the bike, and especially on the hills, and yet he's extremely aero for the flats too. This chemical engineering student really announced his abilities last year with 2 top finishes at the World Champ races, and an impressive win at the Alpe d'Huez as well. He's now finished his degree and will be starting his year with Ironman South Africa soon. I'm telling you, you gotta look out for this youngster next year. At number 1, I've got Max Newman, probably the most underrated triathlete on the planet, and who Ironman commentators barely knew anything about during the broadcast of the Kona race as he was storming to 4th place. And I think this year he's going to make sure that never happens again. Max is a front pack swimmer, a monster on the bike, and a 240 runner who said that he's now looking to push into the 230s. He has every tool in the belt to win the World Champs next year and take a real stab at the PTO Tour. He said he might not race at Nice, but I really hope he does. I'll be watching what this rapid Australian does, the closest of anyone, as the season progresses, and I think you should too. Now over to the women's racing, and at number 4, I've got Ruth Astel. Ruth has been steadily getting better for years now, from age group world champ to now top 5 in the world at St. George. She didn't have the best time in Kona this year, but I believe she now has all the experience to take it to the next level. We already know she's a weapon on the bike, and I believe that with a little better swim and run, she can take many Ironman titles this year. At number 3, I've got Sarah True. Last year, Sarah had an insane comeback to the sport, finishing the year with a win at Ironman Arizona, which ended up putting her top 10 in the world overall. She was away for a couple of years as she was having her son and doubted whether she could return to the top level. But with a history like hers in the sport, it was no surprise to see her comeback happen. I just wonder if she can pull off something as big as the other mother, Chelsea Sodaro. Oh, and she used to have a great YouTube channel that I hope she brings back. At number 2, I've put Tamara Juan. I've mentioned her name on this channel quite a few times before because I really think she has the potential to be one of the best in the sport. If she can get her swim and bike to a level and is within striking distance on the run, she will be unstoppable. She has the fastest 70.3 splits of all time for the run, and she's only going to get quicker. At number 1, I've got Fenella Langridge. She had a standout year last year, putting on a show at some of the big races. Her swim and bike are as good as anyone's, and it was clearly on show at Challenge Roth and Kona. If she takes advantage of that even more in 2023 and creates some gaps at the front of the race, like Lucy Charles Barkley does, especially if she finds her run legs, then I think the women will have a big problem with Fenella. Alright, that's a wrap on today's video. It feels good to be back. Here's a list of other names I think you should be watching too. As always, I try to pick a few that you might not be thinking about, so let me know what the correct top 4 is to you. Big thanks to the feed, as always, for sponsoring the show, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. As always, my name's Travis. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Can't wait for 2023.